Hi everyone. Today is Thursday, April 9th. This is the cartoon about fishing, and I also have a smooth reading on fishing. But before we do today's work, I wanted to go over the results of the Zoom conference we had yesterday. It was a learning process for me, and I know that it was a learning process for you guys. So we will get better at it. The more we practice our Zoom conference, we will get better at it. I know that some of you were not able to get in on the Zoom conference call, and I have no idea why, but I will find out from people who understand that technology way better than me on what the problem was. And then some of you didn't have it on your phone yet. We'll get it figured out. We're going to try again next Thursday, but I still wanted to give the results of the Zoom conference because I had specifically asked two questions. I wanted to find out how to improve our online classroom, and I was doing a survey on how long it was taking you to do your homework. So I'm going to go over that first, on how long it is taking all of you to do your homework. If you have a strong disagreement, let me know. Text me. But if you kind of agree with this, then it's fine. Hold it as is. So on this one, most people said it only took them about 10 minutes to do this, to connect the words to its proper suffix up here. And we do the adds together. Most people said that it was taking them about an hour to do sentences 2 and 3, which I think is probably accurate because you are trying to write complete sentences with accurate grammar, starting it with capital letters, making sure the verb and the subject agree. So that's probably correct for both sentences 2 and 3. And about everybody said that it was taking anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour to do the family words because you have to look them up. You have to go to a dictionary to look up what the family words are, and that's not always true. Some of it you can probably now figure out without having to go to a dictionary, because usually, and most especially if it's going to be a verb, if it's a verb that you're looking at, you know that you can always have the he, she, it form of the verb, the past tense, oops, I'm writing past, the past tense of the verb, and then the present continuous of the verb. Okay, and you don't have to look that up, right? If it's a verb, you know that you can do the he evaluates, she evaluates, it evaluates, they evaluated, and then evaluating. So you don't really have to look those up, but probably still you are having to look up adjectives and adverbs that would go with that family word. So we're going to keep it as is, not unless someone strongly disagrees, an hour for the family words also. And then most people were saying that it was taking them about 30 minutes to do both the front and back of the Ventures pages. And that seems pretty accurate to me, and especially if you are listening, especially if the Ventures has an audio and people are having to pause it and listen, pause it and listen. My recommendation to you is listen to the whole audio track one time, stop it, read the questions, rewind it, listen to it again, write some of the questions, do some of the answers, stop it, rewind it one more time, and listen to it at least 3 times. for several reasons. I want you just to listen to it cold for the first time, just to see what words you can pick out. And then I want you to read the questions that go with that conversation and listen to it again so you are hearing the specific detail that you're looking for. And then the third time, I want you to see how much more you are hearing, you know? So I want you to, and most people said that they were listening to it more than once, the audio track, for at least three times, and it was taken 30 minutes. Family conversations and ventures doesn't seem to be happening a lot. I invite you to ask your kids. I saw quite a few older kids on the Zoom conferences yesterday, and please invite them to help you with your ventures. Only if they're not like going to be mean about it, like, oh gosh, mom, or oh gosh, dad. You know, I just invite them to do it because it's important to you, and maybe explain to them why it is to have those family conversations. All right. For the second week, it's the second day of the vocabulary, most people were saying that the matching the definitions and then the fill in the blank activity that day was taking them about 30 minutes, 20 minutes to 30 minutes. On the smooth reading, for all of it, for underlining the suffixes, practicing your smooth reading, doing the main idea, and then also doing the organizer, most people were saying that that was taking them about an hour. It will probably get a little bit faster once you get into the routine of it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that. And most everybody said they liked it with two people because it was a better pace for them. Because sometimes I don't accurately predict on how long it's going to take for you to read that sentence. So this week I did not have two readers, but I promise you I will find two readers next week. I might have to do like a mini Zoom conference with one of my co-workers. So we will continue to do that with two people because people liked that. And then again, the ventures, listen to the audio 3 times. It's taking you about 30 minutes. The Wednesday vocabulary, which has 4 to 5 pages, people were saying it was taking them 1 to 1.5 hours. And that's probably because it's a lot of sentence writing. You're doing a sentence completion, and then you're also doing the true, false, and why activity. And so writing sentences is taking you a little bit longer, but it's important for you to practice writing complete sentences with your new vocabulary. And so that's why we do it in so many different ways. And then again, for the smooth reading, an hour. Ventures, 30 minutes. I don't think I have any more surprises here. And then I was kind of surprised by this one. The yes, no, and why activity, it's only 1 page of vocabulary on Thursday. And everybody was saying that they could get those sentences done in about 15 to 30 minutes. And most of you guys were around 15 to 20 minutes. So that's good. That's good. Because those are sentences that make you think why. You know, you just can't say true, yes or no. You also have to explain why. So good job, everybody, on getting those done. All right, so I'm just going to check my list, make sure I'm getting everything, results of the Zoom conference. And then we will figure out the problems on getting more people hooked into the Zoom conference. So that's good. All right, so now we're going to do our week 3 in review. I'm going to try, we're going to start off with who has my gold stars for this week. And I'm going to try to share something. So this is my first time on this technology. Let's see if we can do it. So I'm not going to give the names, but these are 2 people who are getting my gold stars for this week. The first one I'm so proud of because she is a new student. Her initials are ML, and she practiced her smooth reading, and she sent me a video of her doing her smooth reading. So good job, ML. And then my next gold star goes to MC, who had, I love this sentence. I mean, I could almost see it. She made it so real. So we are going to look at her sentence from the vocabulary for this week. Okay. Yesterday, I met my daughter's friend, and my reaction was negative. She does not inspire confidence. So I just could really see that, oh, this might be a really true sentence. So good job, ML and MC. And then I have some steady homework providers that I really appreciate. There's a JH and a JH and an AS and an OG and a JR. And I'll have to listen back to this again to see if I missed anyone. And if I missed anyone, I'll say it on Monday. But good job, everyone who's just been very consistent about getting their homework in. Oh yeah, SR. So whenever you can do it is fine. But good job to you guys. All right, now we're going to move to the April 9th week in review. We've already done the vocabulary sentences. Whoops, sorry, before we do that, I'm going to do the family words. So we did distribute together on Monday, so these should be a repeat for you. You should have seen this on another day. So we're going to do similar. Similar. There's not that many. Similarly, which would be the adverb. They placed those eggs similarly along the lines. Or the eggs were placed similarly in similarly in all packets of egg cartons. And then similarity is a noun. I see quite a few similarities in those 3 sisters. So that's it for the family words for similar. This is a hard word. The similarly is hard to say on the adverbs, isn't it? Okay, the next word was that we're looking at, the family words, was established. Now this is a verb, so you don't even have to look this up anymore. Establishes, established, establishing, and then establishable, establishable, which is an adjective. Establisher, it's a noun, the person who is establishing something. The establisher of that restaurant was, no, the establisher of Walmart was Sam Walton. Okay? And then establishment. That establishment has existed for 200 years. Okay? So those are the family words for establish. The next one is evaluate. So that also is a verb, so you've got that. Evaluate, evaluated, evaluating. Evaluative, which is the adjective. Evaluation, and then evaluator are the 2 nouns. So we are all evaluators of the online classroom this week. You were all evaluators of how much time it was taking you to do your homework. The next one was react. No, reaction. Reaction is a noun. And so I thought I would do the ultimate root word, which is react, and that's a verb. So reaction was your word, and react is the root word of reaction. There were a lot for this. Reacts, reacted, reacting, reactivate, reactivate. Like that story we read about the huge cyber computer that connected across galaxies. You know, he tried to turn it off, but he couldn't. But if he could have, then maybe the computer still would have reactivated. Reactivate. Okay, other words are reactor, like a nuclear reactor, a noun. Reactivity. A lot of chemicals have a strong degree of reactivity. Then over here are some compound words. Overreact, like if you said hi and someone just blew up at you and said, "What do you mean? Hi, don't you know what's going on with my life?" They might be overreacting, right? And then underreact. If you said, "Hi, how are you doing?" and someone's like, they might be underreacting, right? So those are all family words for react, and reaction was your vocabulary word. And the next one is aspect. There is not much out there. Aspect is a noun, so there wasn't much out there. The plural, of course, is aspects. I honestly didn't even know this one, and I can honestly tell you, I can assure you, I have never used this word, aspectual, which is an adjective. I just don't, it's just so fancy that I've never even used it. I can never think of any time I have ever said that word coming out of my mouth, but it's a real family word, so. But if you're getting that fancy, where you're using the word aspectual, maybe it's time for you to move up into the advanced class, because this intermediate teacher is not using that word. All right, next, family words. Okay, we're going to move on to our ad. I didn't really notice it, but there were two ads on here. There was this little ad for Zillow. So if you do that ad and you text me what the main idea is for the little Zillow ad, that's great. I just wanted to mainly concentrate on this one. Show it to you in color. Cook with bacon-fidence, or cook with bake-confidence. I like that because this ad had a lot of CON prefixes. So it was bacon, but it was also confidence, and they just smushed it together to make bake-confidence, or bacon-fidence, however you want to say that. But it's smushing two words together. And then down here at the bottom it says Oscar Mayer bacon comes through with bake consistently great flavor. All right, so I wanted to take those apart. So we've got bake confidence. So that's two different words. The bacon, but then also the confidence. I thought that was just a cute play. So bacon and confidence, and they just smushed them together. And then the bake consistently. So it's bacon, of course, but then it's also consistently, which is consistently is an adverb. It means time after time after time, it's the same. It's consistent. It has consistently great flavor. So that's bacon and consistently. Okay. So let me find my cap for that. So if we're looking at what the gist is for that, Oscar Mayer bacon comes through with bake consistently, great flavor every time you cook it. Cook with bacon, bake confidence. What is we're doing the gist and main idea. So the first question we ask is what? I bet you all have this memorized. Who or what is this mostly about? And it's about Oscar Mayer bacon. And then the question is, what is the most important thing about this picture? So if we were looking at the ad, the only complete sentence it says is it has great flavor, consistently great flavor every time you cook it. So what would be the main idea for that ad? I had Oscar Mayer bacon has consistently great flavor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I guess I should have consistently. I made another mistake. Okay. Because flavor is the noun and great is an adjective that's describing flavor. So you do have to add the ly to consistent, consistently, because you have to have the adverb to modify the adjective. Okay, so made a mistake again. I'm hoping someone saw that. All right, so that is it for the ad. Now we're going to go over to the yes, no, and why activity. I decided to answer one for you because I had italicized the word, but I didn't give you that definition, that vocabulary definition. So it's number 3. If two researchers do an analysis of data, will they reach similar conclusions? So that basically means if they're going to analyze their data. And I said, yes. If they are using the same data, their conclusion may not be exactly the same, comma, but they should be similar. Okay? So everybody, please send me in your yes and no and why questions. And remember, there's no right or wrong. Just give me a supporting reason why with correct punctuation, capitalization. Today's smooth reading is on fishing. It's a great hobby. And a hobby is anything that you do in your free time that you really enjoy. Like maybe some people enjoy quilting, or maybe some people really enjoy listening to music or playing board games or gardening. Okay, those are all hobbies. Other words in your smooth reading was soothe, and that means to calm or comfort, to soothe, to make them feel calm or comforted. You might soothe a baby. And then bait, something used to attract and catch fish, like worms are bait for fish. All right, so in your smooth reading, I want you to highlight all of your words that end in the suffix ing. Okay. When I was done, I found 20 ing words. All right, so now we're going to read this together, and I do not have a reader for today, but I will get you readers for next week. Fishing is a great hobby that many people are enjoying. Folks of all ages and abilities can learn to fish. It's both relaxing and exciting, and it doesn't cost much money. Fishing is relaxing. It is relaxing to sit on the shore of the lake or on a riverbank. You can watch the ripples of the water and hear the soothing sounds of the waves. On a nice day, the warmth of the sun and a gentle breeze off the water feels great. It's relaxing to be outdoors near the water. Fishing is exciting. Some fish pull hard on the fishing line. I said that weird. Some fish pull hard on the fishing line. They can put up quite a fight. Oh, my dogs are stuck inside. I don't know if I'm going to have to let them out. It is exciting to land a big fish. Sometimes you find a great spot where you can hook mini fish. As soon as you drop your line in the water, you are getting a bite. It's exciting to catch a lot of fish in one spot. Fishing is expensive. No, I'm sorry. Fishing is inexpensive. That means it's not expensive. All you need is a fishing pole and some bait. If you can't afford bait, go outside at night and look for earthworms or night crawlers. And don't forget to buy a fishing license. In Kansas, all persons ages 16 and older who want to fish need to have a license. It's the law. If you are stopped by a water patrol officer and you don't have a fishing license, you are going to be fined. Alrighty, so you guys can do this main idea by yourself. I did it, but then I covered it because this one is fairly straightforward. Also on the organizer, this is, I'm going to give you a hint on this one. It's very straightforward on the details. Okay, the main idea you do, and then you've got 4 details here. And look at how this stuff is numbered. And I mean, I numbered them. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see that? Probably not. Anyway, I numbered number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. The first sentence of each of those paragraphs is pretty much the primary detail of the entire paragraph. So, for example, I gave you detail number 1. It is relaxing. Right here, number 1, fishing is relaxing. That's detail number 1. So, nice introductions for each of those paragraphs to tell you exactly what that entire paragraph is about. So you look at those first sentences, you get the smooth reading on that. All right, one last thing that I forgot to do that we need to go back and do are your day one words. All right, so you had 3 that ended in the T-I-O-N. I'm running over my dogs right now. The T-I-O-N. You had satisfaction, invention, and intention. Okay? And then you had adventure, which is the T-U-R. I think my T-U-R fell off. Right there. The T-U-R-E. Sorry, not T-U-R, T-U-R-E. And then surrender, which is up here, the E-R. E-R. Wonderful. Wonderful. Which is right there. That's wonderful. And then thundering. And thundered are the other ones on your suffixes. No prefixes this week, but that's just the way it worked out. All right, the last thing that we have to do is our ventures, and there is an audio track on this. This first, it's a letter, actually, from Rico to his mom and dad. But it's on an audio track, so I'm going to pause this and get your ventures audio track set up. So hold on 1 second. Hold on, sorry.
Page 108, Exercise 1, Track 32. How are you? We're all fine. We moved into our new apartment 1 week ago. It's very nice. There are some problems, but our landlord will fix them. There are 2 big bedrooms, one for the children and one for us. The carpet in the children's bedroom is stained, but the landlord is going to put in a new carpet tomorrow. Also, the curtains in our bedroom are torn. Claudia is going to make new curtains for all the rooms. She bought some beautiful material on sale. Some of the windows are jammed, but they are very big. It's winter now, and we don't need to open them. The landlord will fix them before spring. It's a really nice apartment. The rooms are big and sunny. Come and visit us soon.
Okay, that's a little bit wonky, but that is it for this week. Everybody have a really good Easter. Have a happy Easter. Remember, if you're going out now, not only keep that social distancing of 6 feet, but if you're going to a public place, be sure and wear a mask. And you can make them, I just made this out of an old t-shirt, out of an old paint t-shirt. So everybody wear your masks if you're going out into the public. Everyone have a safe and happy Easter, and I will talk to y'all on Monday. Bye.